from LegitTechTutorials, and welcome back to, I guess, the first video, or the first attempt at a video, for LegitTechTutorials' new series called Beginning Programming. So, I'm going to have a little bit more theory in these ones compared to my other ones where you actually go over programming. But like I said in my intro video, if you understand and practice all of these fundamentals that I'm going to teach here in this series, you'll be able to pick up any language that has to do with computer programming. So first things first, what is a computer programmer? A programmer is a person that develops and writes code or a software engineer. So it says a person who writes computer software. So usually, most of the time, they're specialized in one computer language, especially for certain companies. But so most of the time, they have a language, a computer language, which in this case are things like you see on my channel: C, C++, C#, Java, Lisp, Python, etc. And there's a whole bunch of them. And these ones could be either, where did it go? So basically, they're able to write a computer program. So let's go to that. So a computer program has something called source code, and source code is the original code that goes into making a program. So what is a program? It is a sequence of instructions written to perform a certain task with a computer. And basically, most of the time you have a runtime, you have a executable, which in this case is C and C++, and probably some other ones. Create an exe, compile the program and create an exe. Other languages are interpretive, which is right here. Alternately, other computer programs may be executed with the aid of an interpreter, or may be embedded directly into hardware, such as you have for assembly. And then, so basically, what is programming? Computer programming is the iterative process of writing or editing source code. Editing source code involves testing, analyzing, refining, and sometimes coordinating with other programmers on a jointly developed program. And it basically says up here, a collection of computer programs and related data is referred to as the software. So what does something like this, what are these instructions, and what is a program in my words? So let me show you a very visual example. So here is code.org. So you go www.code.org and you click this learn button, and then you click this go button here, and it will jump you to the, you can skip this video. Basically what this is it's going to give you a good example. So what is computer programming? Computer programming is writing code that runs on a computer electronic piece that executes the code that solves a problem. All programming starts off with a problem. So here, a very visual problem is that we want to get this angry bird on top of the green pig. So we need to write a program to solve this problem. So for example here, and I like this, how this is very generic. So this is very visual here, so all we have to do is move forward twice and we get on top of the pig here. And so we had a problem, we executed, we wrote a program for it, and we fulfilled what we were setting out to do. Same thing here, we notice that we have 1, 2, 3 spaces in between us and the pig, so we're going to move this forward 3 times, and here is the code for that, which you don't have to really worry about, but very, very similar to what you're seeing there. Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and execute that, and he's going to move forward, and he's going to solve our problem. So we had another problem, and we wrote the code to solve it. Now, what we're going to be going over later on, continuing in this series, is how to more efficiently solve problems and ways that you need to know about in order to solve problems. And like I said, at the beginning intro video and at the beginning of this video is that it is not very specific to a programming language, as you could do it in any language. Oops. And so this right here has an hour of code, but we're not going to do that. You can see here that there's 20 levels. I'm only going to be going over just this portion here until I'm finished talking here, and then move on. So you see here, as the options get harder, you have to use more thought in order to go. Oh, that's embarrassing. Let me just pull this guy. My bad. So you saw there that I had a mistake, and I have to go and trace the code and go back and find that mistake, which is also a big thing that we're going to be going over through here, is how to trace through code and see what it's doing and adding comments and efficiently organizing this and that. So I'm going to go on to the next video coming up, and so this is a brief introduction, and hopefully you get the basis. I'm not going to go too deep into it. Those two places that you want to check out is go into Wikipedia and type in programmer, and go into Wikipedia and type in computer programmer, or computer program, sorry. And then you could get a basis of what we're talking about here. And then I would do what you see here and get a little introduction as to how to set things, how computer programs work. Is they are a set of instructions that you have your computer go through in order to do things correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one. This one. That should be right. I don't know. Did it kind of quickly. Yes, it's good. Okay. So, as you saw there, I wrote the program, executed it, solved the problem, and that's it. And then, so we're going to go into as much detail as possible, and again, similar to all my other tutorials, I think I'm still going to go using this. There's going to be a beginning portion, an intermediate portion, and an advanced portion, and you'll notice that in the titles it will change. So right now it's beginning programming, then we're going to have intermediate programming, then we're going to have advanced programming. And it's only going to be mainly theory. You're not going to see too much code, and you will be able to step off into any of the other programming languages I have on my channel. And yeah, so this has been Steven from LegitTechTutorials, and I'd like to thank you for watching my first video of this series. And if you think that this is a little boring and you kind of know all this, it will get a lot more progressive very quickly. And if you don't want to watch it, of course, you could obviously jump in right into a computer programming language and get started. If you have any questions, email me, especially if you're new to this and you have any questions at all. Go ahead and email it to me, and I'll see what I can do to help you out on that. And check out LegitTechAcademy.com for for updates and stuff like that. As soon I will have, this is the first course I'm going to have on there, so I'm going to be working on this course, and I will have a video on the channel when that course is live. And yeah, so this has been Steven from LegitTechTutorials. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned in this series, and I'll see you in the next video, and take it easy. Have a nice day.